Back in November, the Titans won an instant classic in their first matchup against the Colts. Can Indianapolis avoid the sweep? Find out next on Madden NFL 22.
GA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Hoosier State and Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with the Tennessee Titans. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And the opening kickoff will not be returned as that will be a touchback. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. As we get a peek at the number 2 overall pick from the 2016 draft, standing at 6'5", Carson Wentz. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 19 carries, 79 yards, and a touchdown.
They look like a team that really emphasized a running game in the offseason. They were going to build around it. Didn't matter if they were going to run gap scheme, power scheme, whatever. They've got a runner who finds yardage if you give just a little bit of space.
This defense for the Titans, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Eluding the pressure right. And Wentz going to slide to the stop. He does have the first down. Now, these two teams faced off earlier in the year, right around mid-season, back in Week 9. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Wentz. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Wentz. That's going to be caught by Kirk. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. Now Wentz. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Jeffrey Simmons in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. They'll make that a 2nd sack here on their first drive out defensively. And not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
Well, they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
At their own 25-yard line.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. That's caught at the 25. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play that time for the Titans. On 1st down, Watson. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Titans on just 2 plays have taken the lead. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Christian Kirk hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. Fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Tennessee offense making their way out onto the field as you take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. As of this moment, as pretty much everyone knows, they sit alone in that top spot, but nothing is guaranteed. They haven't even clinched the playoffs, so a good start, but a long way to go. And you know a blunt veteran inside their locker room has stood up at one point or another and said, you know all this means nothing so far. We've got it. It got his man complete. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A big play there with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Titans have taken the lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right? And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Jeffrey Simmons racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. On second down, it's Taylor. There's the stiff arm. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty. It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play. On second down, here's Wentz. Trying to improvise. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He's going up top for Taylor. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And it'll be Titan football. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again. And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Faking the give. Now Watson. He's going to go up top again. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play that time through the air. 37 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
From the red zone now, Watson. Flush to his right. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. As the Colts offense makes their way out, we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And for them right now, not a done deal. They are holding down one of the final 3 wildcard spots with 2 weeks to go, but you know, there are others, Charles, kind of nipping at their heels a bit.
And, Brandon, it's always worth keeping in mind, and I have to keep writing it down for myself. Remember, it's 7 teams in each conference now making the playoffs. So that brings more important games to the end of the season. So, in theory, more teams alive for postseason berth later in the year.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's picked up by the Titans. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Oftentimes you say some guys have a knack for creating turnovers. He forced a fumble last week, forces another one.
And one of my good coaching buddies, Frank Delano, always told me, hey, Davis, creating turnovers is not as much about skill as it is about desire.
Oh, I thought it was going to be will, because will rhyme with skill.
Come on, man.
With desire. We'll go with desire.
What are you, the rhyme master now?
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Now a 1st down throw. Watson escaping the pressure right. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a 1st down.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead now 3 now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Colts 7. 21 7. 21 7. 21 7. 21 7. 21 7. 21 7. 21 7. 21 7. 21 7. 21 7. 21 7. 21 7. 21 7. 21 7. 21 7. 21 7. 21 7. 21 7. 21 7. 21 7. 21 7. 21 7. 21 7. 21 7. 21 7. 21 7. 21 7. 21 7. 21 7. 21 7. 21 7. 21 7. 21 7. 21 7. 21 7. 21 7. 21 7. 21 7. 21 7. 21 7. 21 7. 21 7. 21 7. 21 7. 21 7. 21 7. 21 7. 21 7. 21 7. 21 7. 21 7. 21 7. 21 7. 21 7. 21 7. 21 7. 21 7. 21 7. 21 7. 21 7. 21 7. 21 7. 21 7. 21 7. 21 7. 21 7. 21 7. 21 7. 21 7. 21 7. 21 7.
the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Carson Wentz and the Colt offense ready to go back to work. And how does he rally the troops, so to speak? He's played well, but they're down big on the scoreboard. How does he get his guys going?
To make sure they understand it's not a me game, it's a team game. Everyone has to come together. Everyone has to up the level of play a little bit, including himself, and find a way to make some plays in order to give them a little bit of a spark and rally the team.
We'll see if they can indeed rally down big on the scoreboard right now. They'll fake the give to Taylor. Now Wentz. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it'll be a 2nd and long.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. We terminate today. I'm making my premise.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. On 1st and 10, Watson. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. And they're going to speed things up here.
A loss of 13 yards. It's 2nd down.
To try again after the sack. Watson. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Javon. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
A loss of 11 on the sack.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And this is caught. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the 1st half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that will take us to the end of the 1st half of play. So we've reached halftime here on... And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. This fielded right at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Titans getting set to go here to begin the third quarter. The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them, because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
This is Smith with a grab. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
Looking here for Smith downfield. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big play that time for the Titans. Hard to believe that arm strength was a knock on Deshaun Watson coming out of Clemson, but he showed what he's got there. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by wk16. And the Colts are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Wentz going to give this to Taylor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
They run once more with Taylor. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Taking it about the 36. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play that time for the Titans.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Titans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. And the Colts coming out now. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Tack McKinley made his way into the backfield.
Loss of 16 yards on the play. Brings up third down.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material.
Watson off play action. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A big play that time for the Titans.
The dynamic duo is doing damage in this one, and they've certainly been on point throughout. And they hook up again for another big play.
Hey, 31! Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up. Yes.
Now it's Watson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. Focus, defense, focus. Hey, check Mike 39. Check.
On 2nd and goal, Watson flush to his right. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown.
Come on, let's go.
A great play there.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Indianapolis offense ready to go again.
They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
They'll set up the screen to Taylor.
And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts
pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Marcus Davenport in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. After the sack on 1st down, under pressure, they got him again. Marcus Davenport in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for it.
Now after the sack, Wentz and the Colts, they're left looking at a 3rd and long.
That's complete to Disley, the tight end. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Tennessee offense set to go again as they try to finish things off in this fourth quarter, and that current 5-game win streak looking like it's going to go to 6.
Check Mike 39. Check Mike. Hey, check Mike. Hey, we gotta snap it. We gotta snap it.
Off of play action, it's Watson. Rolling to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. 85 yards. And the Titans are on their way to a 13th win on the year as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead will swell by one more. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good gain on first. Has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. From the gun, it's Wentz. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. The offense on third down tonight, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. They're looking at third and the nose of the football. Here's Wentz to throw. Complete. It's Johnson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding is probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Wentz's throw into the hands of Kirk. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Meanwhile, Wentz's throw complete there to Johnson. Now they got to get to the line quickly. On first down, Wentz. Over the middle, complete. That's Taylor. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Again, it's Wentz. This is caught. It's Kirk. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now Wentz. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And in second down.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. But after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wentz. This carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, but not much room to operate. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. To throw, it's Wentz. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on third down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
And Watson's going to throw it here. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got a man, complete. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He's going to take another shot here. And this is caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That's on the tackle, Penei Sewell. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. He's going to try and go deep again. This is caught inside the 15. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did.